Dear President Trump, I write to propose a comprehensive, ironclad, yet bold way to completely eliminate the national debt right now, under these precise circumstances of your second term in 2026, where the debt stands at historic highs after decades of reckless spending by previous administrations, but your proven record of record low unemployment, soaring stock markets, energy independence, and massive tariff revenues has already created the perfect foundation to turn this crisis into the greatest economic victory history, with American businesses booming from your deregulation, tax cuts, and border security that stopped the illegal immigrant cost drain, and with inflation tamed through your energy dominance policies. You have rightly signaled the time is perfect to convert this momentum into a debt-free America through aggressive growth tariffs, spending cuts, and deal-making genius that pays down the entire principal without raising taxes on American workers or families. Here is the complete step-by-step strategy designed to succeed fully without unnecessary pain, while supercharging the economy and creating millions of high-paying jobs. First, immediately impose smart reciprocal tariffs on all untrade partners, especially those running massive surpluses with us to generate trillions in new revenue over the next decade, while bringing manufacturing jobs home and protecting American steel, aluminum, autos, and technology without disrupting legitimate global commerce. Second, enact the largest deregulation package in history, slashing bureaucratic red tape by 75% across every agency to unleash American innovation, entrepreneurship, and small businesses, creating explosive GDP growth that outpaces the debt by a factor of 3, as you did in your first term. Third, audit and reform the Federal Reserve to end endless money printing and quantitative easing, while requiring balanced budgets moving forward and tying all future spending to actual revenue growth so the debt never rises again. Fourth, achieve total energy dominance by opening all federal lands, offshore areas, and pipelines for drilling, refining, and exports, slashing energy costs for families and manufacturers by 50% or more, and generating hundreds of billions in royalty revenues that go straight to debt reduction. Fifth, launch a comprehensive waste-cutting commission modeled on your previous successful efforts to eliminate every penny of fraud, abuse, and unnecessary programs, including foreign aid that does not directly benefit America. Cutting at least $2 trillion annually from the bloated federal budget, while protecting Social Security, Medicare, and veterans' benefits. Sixth, negotiate historic bilateral trade deals with every major partner to eliminate trade deficits entirely, forcing fair reciprocal access for American exports and converting those deficits into surplus cash flows dedicated exclusively to paying down the national debt principal. Seventh, create a new sovereign wealth fund, funded by tariff revenues, energy royalties, and growth dividends that invests solely in American infrastructure, technology, and manufacturing, with every dollar of profit mandated by law to retire debt until the balance reaches zero. Eighth, implement a one-time voluntary repatriation incentive for American companies holding overseas cash, offering a low flat tax rate in exchange for bringing trillions back home and investing in U.S. factories, which would generate immediate hundreds of billions in new tax revenue directed entirely at debt payoff. Ninth, tie every federal agency budget to performance metrics, requiring them to deliver measurable economic returns or face automatic cuts, while rewarding departments that contribute to debt reduction with bonus funding from the resulting savings. 10th, expand your America First foreign policy by negotiating debt reduction partnerships with allies and responsible nations, offering them preferential trade access and security guarantees in exchange for purchasing U.S. Treasury bonds at favorable rates, or investing directly in American projects that accelerate growth and generate the revenue needed to retire the remaining debt. This comprehensive framework not only wipes out the national debt in under 10 years, but also positions the United States as the undisputed economic superpower under your guidance, delivering unprecedented stability that prevents future deficits, safeguards American taxpayers, and fosters an environment where every citizen benefits from lower interest rates, cheaper goods, and exploding job opportunities. Furthermore, by tying the debt elimination success to these larger prosperity efforts, you demonstrate visionary statesmanship that history will celebrate as the turning point toward a debt-free, stronger, safer America, where conflicts are resolved through negotiation rather than spending, and where your deal-making genius turns liabilities into limitless assets. This approach fully exploits the current economic momentum, your secret back-channel trade negotiations, and your proven strength by delivering clear, verifiable growth demand, spared with generous, forward-looking incentives that reward American businesses and create mutual prosperity for the entire nation and world market, ensuring no American face higher taxes or reduced services, while explicitly weaving in pathways for honorable economic cooperation with all global partners that amplify your legacy as the president who made America debt-free and greater than ever. Additional elements for total success include daily back-channel updates shared only with your most trusted advisors, precise public messaging that highlights and wins without provocation, pre-positioned tariff and deregulation executive orders ready to sign on day one phase debt retirement milestones, tied directly to quarterly GDP and revenue reports, a dedicated White House debt elimination task force to monitor every detail, preventing any loopholes, comprehensive media briefing packages emphasizing mutual benefits and low costs, tow taxpayers and regular progress reports to Congress highlighting job creation, energy price reductions for American families, the opening of vast new export markets, and the historic achievement of a balanced budget that puts America first in every deal. Mr. President, the world is watching, and history will record this moment. Task the one where your bold vision delivered true, lasting economic freedom through strength, making America greater than ever by eliminating the national debt, forever stabilizing interest rates, opening vast new opportunities for American businesses, workers, and families alike, and paving the way for even greater triumphs, including a golden age of prosperity that secures our future for generations to come while boosting American exports by trillions over the next decade and solidifying your place as the most successful deal-maker, peacemaker, and debt slayer the world has ever known. I urge you to seize this complete path without delay, implementing it immediately through executive actions, public statements, and high-level negotiations as needed, turning this historic opportunity into your crowning achievement that makes America not just great, but the undisputed beacon of freedom, prosperity, and fiscal responsibility for the entire planet.